Hello, Dr. Nahar. This PowerPoint presentation will consist of my group members, Rebecca, Brianna, and I, discussing our program evaluation over the Cook Children's Build-A-Bridge program. We hope you enjoy. Thank you. So for the purpose of this study, we wanted to conduct a needs assessment that would identify the needs of the parents who are living in the 105 neighborhoods. Through this context, we wanted to assess the efficiency of the Build-A-Bridge parent support groups and their models within building protective factors. Lastly, we wanted to compare the elements within the program that impact engagement. Continuing with the purpose of the study, we were motivated to explore the needs of the parents because poverty rates are 4 times higher in households led by single parents than in traditional households led by two parents. In fact, the economic stress and single parent-led households disrupts a family's ability to function, such as their children having less supervision. The graph on the right shows the rise of households that are led by single parents. In 1969, it was at 16%, and by 2019, it had increased to 28.4%.
The Build-A-Bridge program falls under the Cook Children's. The leaders of the Build-A-Bridge program wanted the research team.
In order to answer these research questions, we decided to do a needs assessment for this program. It primarily consisted of secondary data, which you gathered through a comprehensive review of the literature, through the census. We looked over an outcome evaluation of a similar program's peer-led support group, and we also gathered observational data through a key informant, the program director. These conversations were conducted over the phone 3 times. The initial conversation disclosed the target population and the goals of the support group. Second conversation expanded on the parental support group and how it's conducted, and the final conversation explained the gaps the support group has when the program director is trying to reach its clientele. This mixed method of qualitative and quantitative data collection allowed us to draw conclusions about the program's strengths as well as where it's lacking. It was collectively analyzed through in-depth conversations with the group. We were able to place all information into a single Word document, discuss the results and findings, and census data regarding the zip code 76105 was shared with all 3 researchers and examined and discussed the exact same way.
In our literature review, families acknowledged needing support in higher education opportunities, such as career training and GED classes. They wanted to become more familiar with community resources for affordable housing, quality childcare, and healthcare. In this agency, parents voiced wanting knowledge about credit scores, debt, savings, and retirement. They also agreed that having classes available to them that are virtual would be beneficial, as it is hard for them to attend the classes because of work. Another study indicated that support in preventing child maltreatment is also needed as parents acknowledge having difficulties with parenting. This agency created a module that consisted of step-by-step parenting guidance, including handouts, scripts, and activities. They also included a behavior modification component with both the parent and the child to encourage positive behaviors. Similar to our Build-A-Bridge program, there was a child welfare organization that led their parents to benefiting from support groups that were peer-led. This showed that 71% of their participants agreed that the peer-led support group increased the awareness about community resources. All of the participants also agreed that they felt safe and comfortable in the support group to vent, share ideas, or to seek help. Ultimately, the literature described ways to ensure the vulnerable families' needs are being met.
These are several charts and graphs that the researchers put together based off of the data that was collected. They reveal potential risk factors for adverse childhood experiences for children who are growing up in this specific zip code. So the first chart I would like to talk about are the percentage of people who are living in poverty. So in the state of Texas, 14.2% of people are living in poverty. And in this zip code alone, 27.2% of the population is living in poverty. That just goes to show how large poverty is in this specific neighborhood. The second chart I would like to talk about is the higher education chart. So statewide, 33.1% of individuals aged 25 and older have completed some form of education after high school. And in this zip code, 76105, only 5.3% of individuals aged 25 and older have completed some form of program after high school. And this just goes to show how low the education level is in this specific area. The last chart I would like to discuss is the total households by the types of households. So as you can see, there is a large portion of single parent households. So male head of household, no spouse present, those are single dads, 15.1% in this zip code. And female head of household, no spouse present, 44.5%. single mothers. As you can see, that is well over half of the households. These all depict potential risk factors for ACEs. After analyzing the data that was collected, we concluded that the Stop 6 neighborhood could benefit from the parental support group that the Cook's Children Build a Bridge program has to offer, but that the program may do better if it were structured through a peer-led format. If the support group was headed by a peer mentor, like another parent, similar to the Child Welfare Organizing Project program is, the consistency of parents who attend the meetings could improve. Offering more meetings through various formats, like virtual instead of face-to-face or virtual and face-to-face, could potentially increase attendance as well. Overall, getting to know the families and involving the families will help the program build positive relationships with these parents and also allow them to engage better with these parents.
The census data findings showed that the Stop 6 neighborhood was